So hello, I hope you are doing super well, amazing, and we are going to discuss something myth. So apparently Zig programming language moved its code base from GitHub to Codeberg. I'm not familiar with Codeberg, but I went ahead and visited. It seemed like a solid Git platform. Yeah, so I don't know I don't know much about it, but seems to have a bunch of features that are on to par with what GitHub has. So let's see. We're just gonna read. We're gonna check the platform out and then see what was the reason that they actually chose to move their code base from GitHub to Codeberg. So in hopes of just figuring out what actually like a team like Zig, which I know is a small team, they're an OBS team, so if they move their code base from one platform to another, it kind of it says a lot about the platform they're moving from and also where they're taking their code base. So let's read through. Migrating from GitHub to Codeberg, November 2025. I'm trying to go into the new year already. So ever since Git init 10 years ago, Zig has been hosted on GitHub. Whew. You know it's bad when it's your client of 10 years just up and leaves. Zig has been hosted on GitHub. Unfortunately, when it sold out to Microsoft, the clock started ticking. Please, just give me 5 years before everything goes to shit. Who said this? Andrew Kelly? I thought to myself, and here we are, 7 years later, living on borrowed time. Putting aside GitHub's relationship with ICE. What is this? What is ICE? I thought it was something to do with anyway, ICE, so the immigration agency. Okay. With ICE, it's abundantly clear that the engineering excellence that created GitHub's success is no longer. I'm gonna zoom in so you can read. Maybe also disappear. I'm gonna disappear and come back every now and then so you can see me. Anyway, putting aside GitHub's relationship with ICE, it's abundantly clear that engineering excellence that created GitHub's success is no longer driving it. Priorities and engineering culture has rotted, leaving users inflicted with some kind of bloated, buggy JavaScript framework in the name of progress. Stuff that used to be snappy is now sluggish and often entirely broken. That's true. GitHub has declined over the years. Let's just say that. Most importantly, Actions has inexcusable bugs while being completely neglected after CEO of GitHub said to embrace AI or get out. It seems the lackey at Microsoft took the hint because GitHub Actions started vibe scheduling, choosing jobs to run seemingly at random, combined with other bugs and inability to manually intervene. This causes our CI system to get backed up, that not even master branch commits get checked. Oh my god. That's horrible. Rather than wasting donation money on CI, money on more CI hardware to work around this crumbling infrastructure, we've opted to switch Git hosting providers instead. As a bonus, we look forward to fewer violations, Exhibit A, B, C, of our strict no LLM, no AI policy, which I believe are at least in part due to GitHub's aggressively pushing the file an issue with Copilot feature in everyone's face. Okay, yeah. What are these Exhibit A, B, C? Check them out. B, C. Okay. Fixed integer underflow in unit.resize header got closed. When was it closed? Okay, this one was closed. This one was closed. Also, August 24, somewhere near. Package management guide, doc. Also got closed. Try 15. Okay. Software. Okay. Popular feature in everyone's face. So GitHub has been pushing this. Has been pushing everyone to use AI essentially. So they want everybody to use Copilot, and that comes all from above because GitHub got acquired by Microsoft. Microsoft is the owner has a stake into OpenAI, a large stake, mind you, and they want to capitalize off of that using AI in everything. So Azure, like the platform, the cloud platform has AI integrated into it. VS Code now has AI integrated into it. When you download it and install, by default it tries to install like Copilot. Windows 11 has AI built into it and some ads, mind you. So it's kind of everything is just coming down from like the corporate overlords at Microsoft. They just want to push AI down everybody's throat. Pause. And this thing has also came down to GitHub and everything else. Even like I said, even VS Code now is being pushed to use AI. So you know what happens. The only concern we have in leaving GitHub behind has to do with GitHub sponsors. This product was key to Zig's early fundraising success, and it remains a large portion of our revenue today. With GitHub sponsored. Okay, it was being sponsored by GitHub? I don't know. I can't thank Devon Zugel enough. Who is this? Arizona Country Neighborhood. About me. Hello world. My name is Devon. The thing that matters most to me is unlocking human potential, and I believe that pass. I guess is like an investor. Website is very basic. Hit me up. Let me work on your website for you. Quick plug. Anyway, this product. Let's get rid of my face. This product was key to Zig's early fundraising success. It remains a large portion of our revenue today. I can't thank Devon Zugo enough. She appeared, it's a she, okay. I'm sorry about that, messing out your pronouns. She appeared like an angel from heaven and single-handedly made GitHub into a viable source of income for thousands of developers. Under her leadership, the future of GitHub sponsors looked bright. But sadly for us, she too moved on to bigger and better things. Since she left, that product as well has been neglected and is already starting to decline. Although GitHub sponsors is a large fraction of Zig's Software Foundation's donation income, we consider it a liability. We humbly ask if you, the reader, are currently donating through GitHub sponsors that you consider moving your recurring donations to every.org. So they even changed the donation. But it makes sense because if they move from GitHub hosting, and they also if they abandon GitHub hosting and they also stick with GitHub sponsors, it doesn't feel right. So I guess it's in that sense that they decided to just ditch it all together and then go with the other solutions. So every.org, which itself is a non-profit organization. As part of this, we are unsetting GitHub sponsors perks. These perks are things like getting your name into the homepage and getting your name into release notes based on how much you donate monthly. We are working with folks at every.org so that we can offer the equivalent perks through that platform. So they're just moving everything, which is hey, good for you. Effective immediately, I have made Ziglang GitHub read only. I have made GitHub read only and canonical origin / master branch of the main Zig project repository. Codeberg is here, so this is the new one. Thank you to the Forge Joe contributors. Who is this? Contributors who helped us with our issues switching to the platform, as well as Codeberg folks who worked with us on the migration, in particular Earl Warren, Otto Augustus. I don't know these people, but important apparently. In the end, we opted for a simple strategy, sidestepping GitHub's aggressive vendor lock-in. They're smart, the team at Zig. Leave the existing issues open and unmigrated, but start counting issues at 30,000 on Codeberg so that all the issue numbers remain unambiguous. Let us please consider the GitHub issues that remain open as metaphorically copy on write. Please leave all your existing GitHub issues and pull requests alone. No more move. No need to move your stuff to Codeberg unless you need to make edits. Additional comments or rebates, we're still going to look at the already open pull requests and issues, don't worry. So yeah, so they're kind of keeping track of the issues that were already open on GitHub, so that way they don't lose anything, which is good. So they just, in this modern era of opposition, this has nothing to do with it. Happy hacking, Andrew Kelly, the creator of Zig, a very smart guy. Yeah, so they moved it. I can't believe I missed this. So like almost more than a month ago, I guess, because we're the 22nd. Yeah, so I think it's for the best. If they think it's for the best, it's for the best for themselves, because they're the ones who know what's best for their team. And also GitHub has been shit. I still use it because it's free, and because of it's the only thing I know. I'm not gonna lie to you and say like I've used these other platforms, but it's a good thing to know this, that there's something else. Software development, but for free. I think I'm gonna check this out. If it's good for Zig, it might be good for me. But then again, this is not a popular platform. GitHub, you mention it to anyone, they're gonna know what it is. And they already built the name, and at this point, that's all they got. A lot of people, a lot of companies depend on them, and I think they're kind of fumbling the bag and losing some a good team like Zig's team to another platform. It causes people like me to look at that other platform and start asking questions. How does that platform function? Is there something I can it could be of interest to me, and is it something I can use myself? And then I'm gonna start maybe hosting my code over there. I don't think GitHub loses anything with me hosting my code over there, but like, please, Microsoft, please don't shove AI down people's throats. We don't need this. If we need it, we're gonna get it ourselves, but like, stop pushing. It's the same thing that happened with the Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer was never up to par with the competition, but they kept shoving it down people's face anyway. But back in the day, you had an advantage that it's your OS. You can put it there, and then people can enable it, disable it, do whatever. But like, if I'm using GitHub, I don't need Copilot. Just let me opt in, at least make it easier for me to opt out, you know? That's what I'm saying. But like, having this push AI everywhere, Copilot everywhere, in everything, I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Pause. And yeah. Do you think this is a good move? To me, whatever, because at the end of the day, like teams like this, they know what's best for them. If they say they have had problems with GitHub Actions, at my job, we constantly have problems with the GitHub Actions, and the aggressive like pricing on GitHub Actions, and I think they're actually going to increase to have a price increase. So it makes sense that over time, like big companies who actually care about these sort of things, they're gonna leave GitHub because you want me to pay more and you're not even fixing some like basic things you offer as a service, like Actions. Come on, you can fix that. It's not Actions. Yes, I do understand like there's some complexity to it, but you have good engineers. You're like Microsoft. Come on, it's something you can fix overnight. Come on, some of these like issues. I saw something like some news that GitHub Actions had an issue in some piece of code that was coded in a way that it waits for 1 minute, and if that 1 minute it's not able to get a response back. I'm just talking vaguely. I don't remember the particularities of that piece of code. If it's not able to get a response back, then the entire server just keeps running in perpetuity for so long, because that's the window they put. So in that window, if you don't have the response that is expected, and you miss it, you're done. It's gonna get stuck, and then it's running up the infrastructure. So you're incurring minutes of build because of this one piece of code, this one line of code, and it's something that's been there for years, and it has costed companies, people, like open source projects, like a lot of money, and they just stick with it, I guess, because if it works and it's making them money, it's okay. And then they're just hiking up the prices, and the GitHub Actions keep crashing for some users. Like I said, at my job, we've had it multiple times, especially over the last year, more so than any other year. Go figure. I don't know what they're focusing on, if it's all just AI. Every team is just focusing on AI and then neglecting everything else. But this is just another part of the story. So to me, it's good for the team, for the Zig team, and they know what they're doing, and yeah, good for them. So I don't think a lot of people like me are going to abandon GitHub for the Codeberg. Although I'm interested now, I'm interested to see the platform because it looks similar to what we have on GitHub, a little color and maybe even better, according to Zig's team. Maybe it's better. I think it might be better. Yeah, so GitHub becoming shit. What do you think? Do you think this is a real thing, or just people are just tripping and then just going off and making harsh decisions, or just judging GitHub harshly? It's a platform we love, but for me, it's something that's going to keep happening, and people are just gonna move their code base here and there, back and forth, because GitHub hasn't been stable. GitHub hasn't seen improvement. It's been stuck for as long as I can remember. It's been the same. Since I've started using GitHub, it's been the same. No improvement, no whatever. Maybe here and there some AI, UI tweaks, but nothing that's a big deal. Maybe some security, like they added a passkey, but then again, every other website is putting passkeys as a way of authentication and stuff like that. So nothing new, just incremental changes, but nothing to disrupt, nothing to fix things that people actually care about, like the actions. Yeah, anyway, those are my 2 cents. Let me know below if you think GitHub keeps losing, if you think it's something to do with Microsoft, which I think it is. Yeah, let me know below what you think of this situation. Do you know Codeberg? And any other question you want to ask me, any subject you want me to cover, let me know below, and have yourself a blessed day. I will catch you later. See you next time.